Hello folks, and welcome to the channel Adventures with Big Will. Today I'm going to be talking about the little camera you see here, the DJI Osmo Action 6. Brilliant little action cam. There's a lot of talk about it on the internet, on many reviews of it on YouTube, etc. I've personally probably watched dozens of reviews on the little camera, and they talk about all different aspects of it, specifically, about its new 1/1" sensor, its variable aperture. People talk about all the accessories you can buy for it, including the one that it's currently attached to, which is the little hand grip cum mini tripod. Brilliant little accessory. But today I want to talk about one accessory for the DJI Osmo Action 6 that nobody seems to talk about. And for me, it's a really big surprise, because in all the reviews that I've watched on this camera, nobody seems to mention it. Nobody talks about it. And it's probably one of the cheapest accessories that you could buy for your little Action 6. And to my view, it's also an essential accessory. So why is nobody talking about it? Why has nobody reviewed it? In all the videos I've seen of this camera, it's never come up. So what am I talking about, this vital accessory that nobody talks about or nobody reviews? Well, I'll give you a clue. Here is my Canon EOS 20D digital SLR camera. Now, coming from a stills photography background, for me, this is one of the essentials for stills photography cameras. And if you look at the camera, there's a big clue there. It's actually staring you right in the face. The one accessory that nobody talks about in the Action 6, and yet I take it for granted on every single lens that I fit to my Canon digital SLR system. Have you guessed it yet? Well, the one vital accessory that I regard as essential is actually attached to the front of the lens of the camera, and it's this, a lens cap, to protect the front element of the lens. Essential in my view, and yet nobody seems to mention it for the Action 6. Now, why do I think it's so essential to cover the front element of the Action 6 lens? Well, it's a tiny little camera and it's pocketable. So a lot of the time this little camera will either be carried in someone's pocket or in a camera bag, maybe. And what does everyone carry in their pocket? Well, here's a clue. Yep, you guessed it, keys. Now, whether they be your car keys, your front door keys, the key to whatever, nearly everybody has keys in their pocket. And when you mix your little action camera with keys, there's a fair chance that the front element of your camera is going to end up getting scratched by those very same keys. So why does nobody mention a simple little accessory that is going to prevent you from getting the front element of your DJI lens scratched? And that is, of course, a simple little rubber lens cap. Now, I bought this one on eBay. It only cost me a few pounds. Came from China, of course, so it took a while coming. But it just simply slips on over your lens on the DJI Action 6. And now your lens front element is completely protected against damage from keys or whatever happens to be in your pocket. Because as the camera moves around in the pocket, there is that potential for scratching the front element of your lens. And yes, before anybody says it, I know you can buy new front glass elements for the camera, but why would you want to even do that? I mean, they're still cost you £15 each. So why not prevent the front element from getting scratched in the first place by buying a cheap little rubber lens cap, placing it over your lens when the camera is in your pocket or in your camera bag, and prevent the possibility of the front lens element getting scratched on your Action 6. Fair enough, whenever you're out shooting, you take it off, it's fair game. But what we're talking about is storage of your camera, whether it's in your pocket, in your camera bag, whatever, and protecting the front element of the lens when your camera is in transit, be that in your pocket or camera bag. It doesn't matter. But I think it's the most essential little accessory, costs next to nothing to buy, and it will give you peace of mind that when your little Action 6 is being carried around, that the front element isn't going to get scratched. If you get a scratch on that front element and you don't notice it, the trouble is that when sunlight or whatever hits that scratch, it will refract and cause artifacts on your footage. So you don't want that. You want to make sure that your glass lens element is free from scratches. And as I say, the one way to guarantee that is to fit the cheap little rubber lens cover onto your Action 6, and you're protected. So I hope you found that useful and interesting, and maybe it's some pause for thought there, because as I say, I've never seen it mentioned in any of the video reviews I've watched on the little Action 6. A simple, cheap little accessory that's going to save you a lot of heartache in the long run by protecting the glass lens element on your camera when it's in transit. So thanks very much for watching, folks. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel, and it's all free. And hopefully I'll see you in my next Adventures with Big Will. So please join me then, and thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.